that takes place. And your status is set to do not disturb. I don't care. All right. Now, from this screen, you can raise your hand. And when you raise your hand, it basically puts a little hand right there. Sometimes I can see this. Sometimes I can't. Depends on, you know, when I'm teaching and I'm all over the place. So if you see somebody's hand go up, please say something, okay? Or you can say, Hubert, I have a question, and unmute your mic and say, Hubert, I have a question. But the squeaky door gets the grease. If you don't ask questions, I'm not going to know what you know and what you don't know. I had a calculus class last semester, and they did everything backwards. They started the semester not asking me questions. And then when they got toward the middle of the semester, they said, oh, well, can I send you questions? And I'm like, duh. So don't be like the calculus class last semester. And then once they started sending questions, it was like the floodgates opened. And they started sending all kinds of questions. So, you know, send questions, and I'll show you how to do that Wednesday or Friday, okay? Today we're going over just handouts and stuff today. All right, so if you want to chat with somebody, you can actually go here and hit the chat button, and you can say, Hubert, I have a question. And I can't type worth crap. And I hit the cap lock. I have a question. And that opens up the chat window right there. Okay. Now that's for the whole class. I can click on this this shows participants. That shows all the people that are there. This shows chat. And that's pretty much self-explanatory. This is mute. Somebody already tried the raising their hand. That's good. Hopefully you didn't want me to answer a question. Any questions so far? Okay. And what if you want to chat with somebody individually? Let's say I don't know anybody in here. I haven't had any. Has anybody had me before?
I have.
Okay, who was that? Mrs. Stone?
Yes.
What'd you have me for?
I had you last semester for, I'm not sure what it was. I don't remember.
120?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, while you're at it, how would you describe my class in 1 or 2 words?
I would say that I guess it's fairly easy with you being able to teach well and with the online through this.
With the videos and the recordings?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Do I sucker punch anybody on a test?
No.
Am I unfair to students?
No.
Okay. Am I disrespectful to students?
No.
Okay, she is not a plant, and I did not pay her, okay? I want to go ahead and get that out of the way because, you know, I tell students that I try to treat students the way that I want to be treated, and you got to have a sense of humor. If you were weaned on a pickle, then you probably need to drop this course, okay? Because I do have a sense of humor, and I expect my students to have a thimbleful at least, at a minimum, okay? If you hate everybody and hate God and hate the world and hate everybody, then you probably don't need to be in here because I have a sense of humor, and I'm going to continue my sense of humor no matter how many people call and say that I said something that hurt their feelings, but I'm sorry. You got to have a sense of humor, and I don't intentionally try to hurt anybody. All right, teams, that shows the teams. That's for me. Here's the chat button that you can chat with somebody. So I'm going to pull up Miss Stone. Let's see, Stone. And look for Nicole, and I don't see Nicole, so I'm going to type in N-I, there she is. And I'm going to say, you will fail this class. And then that will go to her, and she will get that. Now, that is an individual chat between Ms. Stone and myself. If you want to post something on the board, then you just go back to Teams and post, and that is the general, this is like the bulletin board. And if I type in, hello everyone, everybody should get that. Okay? So when it says general and post, that is the bulletin board. This next one is files. Okay? Now I only use these two. I don't use these three because my Labs Plus does these three. Okay? So I don't do those. So I'm gonna hit files. And there are all the files that I've sent y'all over the last 3 weeks. I've sent y'all 3 emails, 3 main emails. The first email was an intro. The second email was called more info. And the third email had all of these, or most of them. Okay, so for those deadheads that don't get on your Tri-County Tech email in 3 weeks and you started a class and you decided to get on it today, that's these right here. Okay? And if you're one of those people that still thinks I didn't check my email as cute, which went out back in 2005, if you think that's still cute, then just keep it to yourself. You can go here and still get your, so class materials, here's the academic calendar. The academic calendar, I'm gonna move this down. I'm gonna move this back over here now, because for right now, I'm done with Teams. Why is it not? Hold on a second. I don't understand. Skype for Business lets me move everything over. Why can't I move everything over here? Oh, I know why. Because I'm in files. There we go. And it's not going to let me, it may. Let me go back to files, Teams, academic. Yeah, it's not going to let me. Yeah. Okay. I'm talking to myself. I answer myself too. So here we go. This is the academic calendar. Go to the second page. There's 2 bonus questions on this page. Here's the first bonus question. When is the last day of class? Everybody write that down in your calendars. The 24th is the last day of class. Thanksgiving is the 26th to the 27th. And my exams are the 1st through the 7th. I give you the final exam and the last test. You have until December 7th to finish both of them. I give them to you on December 1st. And you have 7 days to finish the last test and the final exam. We'll get to that Thursday and Friday. We'll get to that later. That's test and homework. We do that later. But those are the 2 bonus questions on your test. I give them to each test. Each test. Last day of class. So that way when we get toward the end of the semester, I don't have a bunch of deadheads asking me what the last day of class is. Yours is the 23rd because this is on a Tuesday. So yours is Monday the 23rd. And the exams, December 1st through the 7th. Okay? So you need to print this out, put this in your notebook. Last day to drop should be Friday. Look at there, it even gives you a time. After 2 o'clock, it's over. Labor Day, we don't come to class, so we don't attend class. I will not make you attend class Monday if we don't have classes. If the college is closed, I'm not going to make it. Okay, everybody call in on the holiday. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, Hubert's locator card. That shows you when I have class. Now I'm going to tell you, like I told my first class this morning, I've got a problem. What the heck is that? Whatever. My son is in the 9th grade or 8th grade at Robert Anderson, and he's doing virtual learning. So I have to be home with him doing virtual learning. So I'm going to leave right after this class. And I'm going to probably teach that 11 o'clock class from home. And I'm going to leave after this I'm going to leave at about 9:15 here, and I'm going to teach these 2 classes from home. But that starts after September the 11th, or September the 8th, after I get some more details about it, okay? But for right now, I will be here on campus pretty much till 12 o'clock every day. So you need to, information on how to get in contact with me. It's old school. That's my cell phone, and that's my email. Why is it old school? Because if you need to get in contact with me, what's the best way to get in contact with me? Through the chat button. Now you can do this. I would prefer you do it individually, because if you need to get in contact with me outside of class, chances are you want to tell me something individually. Okay, like you can't be here, or you're going to be teaming in, or you're going to, whatever the case may be. Okay, so that really takes care of the cell phone as well as the email, that button right there. Okay. Questions so far? Any questions? I'm going to go to the screen right now, and I'm going to pull up, see if anybody's got any questions. No hands so far. Okay, today is nothing but handouts and classroom logistics. Okay, so we're just going over handouts and classroom logistics. Very short and sweet. Let me go back to Teams and Hubert's. Now, I used to do this when I used to hand out index cards. And I used to tell students to write 5 things, and I'd put them on the board. Your favorite color, what high school you went to, where do you want to go to college later on. I would write down 5 things, and then I would put down some things about myself, and that's where this came from. Anyway, I think it's very important for a class to have a comfortable environment. Ms. Stone, would you say that even on a internet class, or do you remember, did you attend, were you in the 120 online and watched my videos, or were you in the 110 that met with me teaching from home? Do you remember?
I think I was at the Easley campus with the other 3 classes.
Oh, so you took it last fall or something?
Yes.
Okay. Do you consider, so you took it with Jake? Were you up there with Jake?
I'm not sure.
Okay. You would remember Jake. No, he was in calculus. Okay. Anyway, would you consider the class to be comfortable?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. That's what I'm shooting for. And I think the first step is to tell the class a little bit about myself. Not that I'm conceited, not that I'm trying to blow my own horn. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you the information. Now, this was before Teams, okay? I gave students I even gave students directions to my office, because I would get some deadhead, where's your office? And I'd have to put directions on here. So the reason I used to do this is for several reasons. This is accumulation over 25 years. So I don't want you to think I just wrote this yesterday. I didn't. But this is old ways to contact me. Now you just hit the chat button. So I'm not really going to go over this. But I think it's important This is a test question right there. That is a test question. That is a bonus question. Please do not get that wrong. And this yellow area right here is a bonus question. So far I've shown you 4 bonus questions. 4. That's on a test with 4 points apiece. That's 16 to 20 points right there, which will probably be 3 points apiece. So that's 12 points. Will somebody get one of them wrong? Yep. Anyway, that's a little bit about me. Hubert's class. Now, Miss Stone said she had me a couple of semesters ago. Has anybody had me or know of someone that's had me as a teacher? Speak up. Come on, speak up. I know there's somebody out there. Nobody? Nobody in here nobody knows somebody or heard anything about my class. Okay. How about Rate My Professor? Have you gone to Rate My Professor? Okay, y'all not gonna talk to me or what? I know you've gone to Rate My Professor. If y'all haven't gone to Rate My Professor, then I don't know. Okay, what does yes mean? You going to Rate My Professor? All right. I'm scared to ask because I'm scared to go on there. Give me 1 or 2 words. Those that said yes, I'm assuming that you went to Rate My Professor. Give me 1 or 2 words that describe my class. Not me. I care less about me. Give me 1 or 2 words that describe my class. Miss Stone said it was easy and comfortable, and I taught well. So she did. But what about those that have not had me before? What did you hear about my class? Okay. Y'all said yes. I mean, y'all gonna write something or what? It's easy to follow, okay? What about Miss Bronson? What did you gather out of Rate My Professor? You teach well, okay? Did it say anything about being disrespectful or unprofessional or unfair? Yes or no? No. Okay, why do I keep asking that question? Because some teachers especially in college, have a stereotype of being unfair and awesome teacher, blah, blah, blah. Okay, if you don't want to show up, you don't have to. He doesn't drop students. I don't. That's too much paperwork. I don't do busy work. If you're going to drop you, the only people that can tell me to drop you, and I'll get into this later, is your mother, your father, your husband, boyfriend, wife, girlfriend, police department, Tri-County Tech, financial aid. Somebody has to come to me and say, Hubert, drop this student. And then I will drop that student. But unless somebody dictates to me to drop you, I'm not going to drop you. You can miss all the class as long as you got a B average. I mean, or whatever average you want. I mean, are you good with a C and you got a 72 and you don't want to come to class, then that's up to you. Okay? I don't do class participation grade. So I just wanted you to see that I'm not one of those people that tries to, kick you when you're down and tries to give you a question on the test that's not answerable or that doesn't have an answer. I'm not one of those teachers. So what about my class? My number one rule, and it's never let me down. I treat students the way I want to be treated. Now, I can't police you while you're at home. All I can say is, if you're respectful to me, I'll be respectful to you. I can't police cell phones and texting at home. So we can throw number 2 and 3 out the door. Okay? I do expect for you to be respectful and mute. If you've got a lot going on in your house or apartment, please hit the mute button. Okay? Attendance policy. That's where I say I don't drop students. I have to take attendance for all the bureaucrats to give them a job here at Tri-County, but I do not care about taking attendance, but I have to. All right? That's a lot of reading that you do on your own. Supplies. A lot of people are asking about the book. You don't have to buy a book in this class because it's already included in your MyLabs Plus. You have an e-text. If you don't want the e-text, then you go buy a used book or a new book and you do it the conventional way. I will show you how to print out your book Wednesday and Friday when we go over MyLabs Plus. These are the stuff you need to get: pencils, highlighters or colored pencils, okay? Notebook, graph paper, ruler, and a graphing calculator above a TI-83. You can, if you got a Droid, you can go to Wabbit EMU and you can actually get a TI-83 or better for your Droid. Apple products you have to pay extra money for, so you have to find that out on your own. I'm not an Apple person, so everything they come out with has extras, and every extra is extra money. That's why I don't buy an Apple product. Okay? And that's a little bit about supplies, class, what irritates me. Used to be deadheads. Now it's NASA engineers. I didn't know that you could be a NASA engineer and be right out of high school. But there's a lot of people that are attending a college algebra course at Tri-County Tech in Podunk, Anderson County that think they should be at MIT. Okay? I don't know if I got any in here, but if you're one of those people that know everything, please stay at home and find a cure for cancer. Heck, find a cure for this virus. Well, no, it'll be over in January. It'll be over in November. So all the drama will be over in November. So you probably won't need to find a cure till after November. Anyway, that's a little bit about my class. Next, the syllabus. The only page that you need to worry about is the last page. And there's the outline. You need to be working on 1.2 and the introduction. You need to be working on those. You need to be working on any review. I think I've got a couple of review sections of homework. Let me look right quick because they only enabled our classes today. Heaven forbid they give us a couple of days extra. Hold on a second. Hopefully everybody can still see my screen. And there is your course, 110. And I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to click on assignments, and we'll go over this Wednesday and Friday. And nothing's open. Great. I got to go in there. Homework. Okay, let me go ahead and assign it right now. I'm going to go ahead and assign the orientation, the intermediate algebra review, and 1.2. Let's go ahead and assign all three of those. Today, I'm going to put 8 o'clock because I always put 8 o'clock. And we'll leave it open. So now you got homework to do. And now you can go into assignments and they'll show up and we'll go over this Wednesday, okay? We'll go over homework and test Wednesday. But anyway, that's what you need to, this right here, orientation, intermediate algebra review, and 1.2. Let's go back to your I'm trying to get there. Just give me a second. There we go. That's introduction to syllabus, course compass, and relation to functions. That's those two sections right there. You need to start working on those. Somebody has sent a chat. I don't know if that's for me or if we have a class after this one on campus, are we currently able to sit on campus? Yes. You can come in here. I can only take 8 students in this classroom, but if you live real close to the Anderson campus, but I can only take 8, and that would be, you'd have to let me know. But yes, if you have a class after this one, and I need to, let's say this class ends at what? 9:55. What time does this class end? I have to look. I think it ends at 9:55, but yes, at 10 o'clock. Let me explain this to you. This class is unique because I've been teaching sync classes for 3 years now. Okay, Tri-County Tech before the coronavirus, Tri-County Tech was in the dark ages. All right, I was about the only teacher teaching classes streaming out to different campuses. And they said, well, since the bridge students are starting on the 11th or 21st or whenever, and the Tri-County Tech students, we'll just let Hubert teach sync classes going into the apartments and the houses. And that's why we're doing this. I doubt very seriously that you've got another teacher doing the way I'm doing it. Does anybody have another class doing it the way I'm doing it?
I have another teacher using Zoom, not Teams.
Okay, what course is that?
That's Phil over in the computer technologies. I do all my programming classes remotely. Have been for.
One of the reasons I don't use Zoom is it's not internally protected by Tri-County Tech. That's why I don't use Zoom. A lot of people use Zoom, but if I wanted to find, let's see, you're Miss, I see your name. Hold on, I can't see your name. Yeah, Miss Davis. If I wanted to find you on Teams, all I would have to type in is Davis and M, and I could find you because it's internally secured with Tri-County Tech. The same with Skype for business and the same with collaborative in Blackboard whenever it's up. Zoom is not protected by Tri-County Tech. And it's not internal, so I don't use it because I can't find students. I have to send students an email and they have to hit that link. And to me, that's, I'm not, and if I don't know your email on Zoom, I can't find you. So that's why I don't use Zoom. I use it at my house with different things that I do for my house, but I just don't use it at Tri-County because it's not protected. Okay. Anybody? So yeah, Phil's been doing it. Phil and I have been doing these courses for about 3 or 4 years. And I think we're about the only ones that do this. So Miss Bronson, what class were you talking about? You can just type it in if you want to. psychology. I know one of several of the teachers might do a hybrid, which means they might want you to come in for one day and then the other day you work online. They might want you to do that. Say again?
So what they're currently doing is they're splitting us up into 3. And so on Wednesdays, I would have to show up on campus because it's immediately after this.
Yeah. So you might be one of those people, if you wanted to come to class, you know, you could do that if you wanted to. But I do ask that, since I've got such a small classroom here, I do ask that you tell me if you're going to be here, because I have to cut it off at 8. I can't have more than 8 people in this classroom.
After class.
Say again?
I'll send you a message after class. Okay,
that'll be fine. All right. So anyway, different classes, different setups. But I am glad one thing this virus has brought, it's got Tri-County Tech up to the times. You've got teachers now that know how to use this and know how to use, and it's great. That's the silver lining with this virus, that it got Tri-County up to 2020 when we were back in 2000. So that's a good thing. And I know some of y'all have had teachers that were not tech savvy in the past year or two. I know some of y'all have had some. I had a teacher one time write me an email, and she wrote the whole email in the subject line. And that wasn't but 5 years ago. Wrote the whole email in the subject line. Anyway, questions so far? So with the class, you can read that and read what basically I expect of you in the class. This right here is YouTube. I'm going to show you that now. Now down here it says how to Skype. Mark that out and put how to team in. How to team in to Hubert's class. Team, well, you don't have team, you just got team, mark that out. And down here, office, and you go to team, install. The process is the same. And up until next year, when you do office, you will get Skype for Business and Teams. So you'll have both, because they're both created by Microsoft. Okay? So now YouTube. So we're going to go to YouTube now, and I'm going to move this over. Go to YouTube. And here's my YouTube channel. And how do you find the old classes or my class? Go to Hubert McClure. Click on the pink shirt. Go under my last name, hit playlist. And the last 110 I taught was last fall. And I believe it's down there. There it is. 2019-10. If you want to see what it consists of, you hit View Full Playlist. There's the first day. That's Classroom Logistics. Second day is My Labs Plus. That's what we're going to go over Wednesday. And then we're going to start probably Friday with review questions. I'll tell you about questions right here. But you can go in. Now, this was taught in this room last semester. So this was before the virus. So this was when everybody was meeting, and I was streaming out to Easley campus, Pendleton campus, and Oconee campus. And I'll just show you a little bit of it. And you'll see that I had 3. I don't like to hear myself talk. So there's going over, and you can't see the other campuses, but all 3 campuses were listening. You know, that's the Anderson campus right here. But I'm going over the same stuff that I went over first day last semester, or a year ago. Okay? So there's Rate My Professor. Sometimes I pull that up. Sometimes I pull that up so we can make fun of other teachers. Let's go ahead and do that right quick. Let's go ahead and make fun of a teacher. Anybody got one they want to check out?
Miss say that.
Oh my Lord, I can tell you what it is. Pray my professor. We'll just do one because we don't have a lot of time. Find a school, try. What type it in? I don't see her. SAI. There it is. All right, 2.6. 2 or above is okay. But look, she's got 1.8 right here. So I don't know which one you go by. Maybe average those two together. That'd be what? 4.4, and half of 4.4 is 2.2. So above 2 or above, you're safe. Below 2, get the hell out. Let's see what this one says. Hard class, but not bad if you do as she says. That's true in a lot of classes. Oh my gosh. The worst professor I have had so far in Tri-County. Woo! Do not take this class. Now that's pretty straightforward. She's not willing to work with you when it comes to grades. Well, not many teachers will. I think she judges students by information. She thinks very highly of herself. So has anybody had this teacher before? Is that true or false?
I had her for like a few days, like a spring
dropped her?
semester last year. Yeah, I dropped her because as soon as we got in there, she started yelling at a kid for like reading a Bible.
You are kidding me.
Nah.
That's what, shut up, Hubert. Shut up. I'm not going to say anything. Anyway, you can go to
Say
rate
it.
my professor. No, I'm not. No.
Yeah, say it.
No. I'm not
I
going
don't
to say
think
anything.
none of us are
Do
gonna
it.
tell on you.
No.
Exactly.
I think that the state of our nation right now is because of certain things, and I'm not going to go any further into that. Anyway, there's me. I'm not going to look at me because I'm scared too. Now this one, if you want some funny ones, now that one's funny. This one right here has got a 2.0. Those are funny.
What does she
I don't know any
teach?
of the other ones. Let's do one more. I got a few minutes. Let's do one. Anybody want to look up another one? Oh, come on. Nobody? Going once.
I've already stalked all my teachers on there, so like
Yeah, me too.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
I've already like stalked all my teachers on there, so I don't really have anything.
Oh, so did you end up dropping because of this, or did you end
No.
up changing your classes?
Thank God, no. All of my teachers seem to have pretty good reviews.
Well, good. That's a good thing.
And I'm glad I took psychology instead of sociology now.
Well, sociology, and I'll tell you a secret. I had a sociology teacher that told me that sociology was used as a stepping stone for psychology. And she said that sociology is kind of a subjective course. And this was at Clemson. And she said everybody should make an A in it because it is a subjective course. There's no wrong answers. And anybody that makes it hard is just, got issues because you shouldn't make sociology hard. That's what she said. So I don't know if it's hard or what, but I'm not a sociology teacher or a psychology teacher. I just took it. And when I took it, that she was a doctor. She still teaches there. She said that it is a good class to get you warmed up for psychology. I don't know. So anyway, there's some good ones there. I actually saw someone that had like a 1.2. There's a 1.9. Load more. Let's see if there's any. 1.5.
Do you want to know what yours is?
No, mine's at the top. Mine's 4.7, but I don't want to look at them. I'm scared to look at them. I don't like to look at evaluations either, so we'll just leave it at that. All right, so that's that. Showed you YouTube. You can actually go and look those up. Now your class, well, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do right here. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna load my last class so y'all see what happens. Upload. I'm doing this so I'll show you how it works. Downloads. And I need to change this, rename. 120/24, first day. That was this morning's class. And I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to make a new folder. And I'm going to call it Math 120-24 and Math 120-29. I got two 120s, so I'm just going to put them in the same one. That way both students, the students in both classes can see each other's class, so that they go have information. 2020, 10. That's this semester. Okay, now watch. Make that public. Okay, enter. Create. And I'm going to put that. All right. Where is it? Probably put it down at the bottom. Done. No. Next. And next. And next. Now the reason I'm showing you this is I'm going to do that with your class. Close. And it should be loading. And it's going to put it, when I go back to my YouTube, let me go back, YouTube. And go to Hubert. And go to playlist. It probably won't do it yet. Yep, there it is. See, it's chronological order. Now, when I do Math 110 today, first day, and I put it up, it's going to be right here. This one is going to be right here, and yours is going to be right here. So I'll have 5 new classes this semester. By tomorrow afternoon, I'll have 5 new classes right across the top. Okay, and everything else will be moved down. If you want to get used to what I'm going to do in the next few days, you look at that 110 right here, 2019-10. It's right after the basic math review. For some of you that might need a little bit of review, you can look at the review section of the 110. You can go up here and hit Algebra 2 review or Algebra 1 review. Okay, all that's there for you. I do have some videos that didn't record. So there may be a couple of videos right here that didn't record. I think there's like 5. So out of like 15. So some of you might need that. Or you can just hit view full playlist and you can hit review questions right here and go over these 2 right here if you want to. Okay? I give you plenty of avenues to make up, to review. If you're sick, you go to Math 110 up in the top left-hand corner up here, and you watch today's video if you wasn't able to attend. It's that simple. Okay? All right, I'm going to shut the video off right now, and I'm going to shut the, that doesn't mean everybody be rude, Okay? Means just stand by.